Sawadee Cop. All right, kind of left off in the middle, which I don't like to do, but I was already at 13, 15 minutes, something like that. I'm trying to keep these short, as I said, so try to get through these. Yeah, it's just basically a page, and I'll stop before I getting off on the wrong train, whatever the hell that means. I'll stop before that. So this could be a short one, which trying to be mindful of your time, guys and girls, gals. When's the last time you heard somebody use the word gal? Anyway, focus. To work for yourself, the old way of thinking, to have others work for you. Covered that yesterday. To work when you want to is the old way. To prevent work for work's sake and do the minimum necessary for maximum effect. Minimum effective load. We did a deep dive into that yesterday. So hopefully that sunk in, because that's a very important concept. So, to pick up another difference between the old way of thinking and the new. To retire early or young. Well, I'm certainly not young, but I did retire early. To distribute, the new way of thinking of to retire early or young is to distribute recovery periods and adventures, mini retirements, throughout life on a regular basis, and recognize that inactivity is not the goal. Doing that which excites you is. Right. So, remember, this is 2007. He wrote the book, talking about 2002 in his life. So, this whole idea of a mini vacation and doing what you would do when you're retiring was completely new when he wrote this. It's been around for, 14, 15 years now because of this book. So, there is that. To buy all the things you want to have, the old way. The new way, to do all the things you want to do and be all the things you want to be, like kickboxing champion or tango, or that's him, whatever for you, right? If this includes some tools and gadgets, so be it, but they are either means to an end or bonuses, not the focus. So, for instance, like a boat, right? If you get a boat, that's what Robert Kiyosaki calls a doodad. That's like a big splurge, and it costs a lot of money. I've heard people say a boat is nothing but a hole in the water you pour money into, and having owned one, yeah, it's true. They do take a lot of money. You go shopping, and it's not cheap. But when you're out on the water, if you're into that, which I was, it's the best feeling in the world. So at some point here, I'll probably have a boat down south. I'll have houses down south, which will happen in next month in July, condos, and then I'll probably have a boat down the road a couple of years because I like them. So it's not, I have a boat. No, it's like when I want to go down there and hop on the boat and go out in the water, I can do it. Just like a pool. Like if I want to go swimming, I want the pool right outside my door. I want it there when I want it, and that's sort of the same thing with a boat for me. So that's a good example of a doodad or unnecessary expense, or something where people bury themselves in debt when they really can't afford it. They buy it, they never use it, blah, blah, blah. It's all about having it when you want it and to use it. If it makes you happy, get it. Find a way to get it. But, notice I'm saying next year. I'm living in Chiang Mai. I'm in a condo. There's no water anywhere near here, so it will be after I get some real estate down south, which, once again, that is happening next month. All right. It's warmer than I thought. I turned the fan off to be quiet, but I need that ocean breeze while I'm thinking about the boat. I want the breeze on me. Feels much better. To be the boss, the old way thinking, right? We just finished it's the bonus or a tool to get the job done, not the focus. The boat's not the be all and end all, or whatever your particular doodad is, but it's if it makes you happy to use it, then acquire it when it's time. When you've achieved what you need to achieve, that it's not a burden financially. To be the boss instead of the employee, to be in charge. The new way of thinking is to be neither the boss nor the employee, but the owner. To own the trains and have someone else ensure they run on time. Right? That's what we talked about. You can do a service business, but let somebody else run around and service the customers. You just own the business. You just cash the checks. Breaking necks and cashing checks. We used to say back in the day, 4 years ago. Breaking checks and breaking necks and cashing checks. Yeah, you just want to be the owner. You just want the income. You don't want the hassle of running the place and running employees and hiring employees. So when I get those Airbnbs, from day one, I am hiring a professional property manager. I don't want headaches. I don't want a job. I just want the income from the rentals. So own it, don't run it. To make a ton of money, the old way of thinking, shit ton, right? Remember, it's in Wikipedia. Did you look it up? Shit ton of money. To make a ton of money. The new way of thinking is to make a ton of money with specific reasons and defined dreams to chase. Timelines and steps included. What are you working for? That kind of like goes back to your why. We talked a couple of times in Positive Action Plan about your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you get out of bed every morning? You want to be rich. Great. Why? Why do you want to be rich? What are you going to do with the money? Is a great follow-up question to I want to be rich. Okay, you're rich, you got the money now. What's that look like? What are you going to do with it? And once again, the whole point of this book is start doing that. Start doing the shit that you dream of doing when you're rich and have the money. See if you really like it. See if it fits you like you think it will. D, the old way of thinking, to have more. Rich men want to be, poor men want to be rich men want to be king, and a king ain't satisfied till he rules everything. More. We've been raised, especially in the 80s, which was like the greed era, we've been raised to believe that we need more. Whatever we have, it's not enough, we need more. And I talked about the scarcity mentality and mindset here, and how you see that a lot with the tithes. And the new way of thinking is to have more quality and less clutter. To have huge financial reserves, but recognize that most material wants are justifications for spending time on the things that don't really matter, including buying things and preparing to buy things. You spent 2 weeks negotiating your new Infiniti with the dealership and got $10,000 off? That's great. Does your life have a purpose? Are you contributing anything useful to this world, or just shuffling papers, banging on a keyboard, and coming home to a drunken existence on the weekends? Oh, damn, Tim, judgmental much are we? But he's got a point. You haven't been doing anything wrong that as far as getting the lifestyle you really want and deserve, except focusing on the wrong things. That's a nicer way. Imagine that me, fucking ex-military from Jersey, being the kinder, gentler way to say it. He just hit you over the head with a damn hammer, but he's trying to get his point across. And the point is you really need to think about why you're doing things and what you want when you get there, because you're going to get there now. So now that you know you're going to get there, what's that look like and what do you want? And when you get there, don't be surprised if, like I said with the dating game here, as a guy who's been with one woman my whole life, I was married 10 years, dated another lady 5 years, another lady 9 months, another lady 6 months. So it's not, I wasn't a player in America, which is why I had this idea after I broke up with the girl here for 1 year, right? They add that too, in 1 year here in Thailand. So I've been, steady Eddie my whole life. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to have fun. This is fucking Disneyland. And like my friend Timmy said, like, why are you bringing a sandwich to a buffet and all this crap? And it's like, yeah, I'm going to beat a bunch of ladies and have fun. And then it's like, man, this is too much work. I'm happier with one chick. And so the dream was, I have multiple girls and to play the field and have fun. And then I started playing the field. And I'm like, oh, this is fucking exhausting. It's not for me. Try it before you buy it, right? You want to see if your dream fits you and your reality at the time. Maybe the dream would have fit me when I was 45, but not now, right? I'm an old fart. It is what it is. So, I got on, just a quick aside, where are we at? 9 minutes. Shit, I gotta hurry up. I got on that Thai Cupid last night, the one that I was on back in 2019. So a lot of choices, a lot more women, and it seemed like a lot more quality. So I think I'm going to be happier on that than Tinder. So that was a quick follow-up to the dating thing. Trying to do everything, and I can't believe I'm not getting through this small piece here. All right, shut up and read. Make a ton of money, to have more, to reach the big payoff, whether IPO, acquisition, retirement, or other pot of gold. That's the old way of thinking, like win the lottery, basically, right? You want it all, and you want it now. His answer is to think big, but ensure payday comes every day. Cash flow first, big payday second. There you go. That's why we read it, guys. Laying down the nuggets. Old way of thinking, to have freedom from doing that which you dislike. New way, to have freedom from doing that which you dislike, but also the freedom and resolve to pursue your dreams without reverting to work for work's sake. W4W. Okay? Which we covered yesterday, like I said, in depth. After years of repetitive work, you will often need to dig hard to find your passions, redefine your dreams, and revive hobbies that you let atrophy or go waste away to nothing, to near extinction, waste away to nothing. There you go. I really got to read and then talk, read and then talk. Revive hobbies that you let atrophy to near extinction. Because hobbies make you happy. Hobbies are not income producing. Hobbies just put a smile on your face, and that's what it's all about, to put smiles on your face more often. To do that, you need income. And that's what he's saying is redefine your passions, figure out what you really want to do. Go golf, sail, around the world, whatever, travel, eat, if eating makes you happy, become a chef, go to cooking school, you know what I mean? Like, redefine your goals. And get them crystal clear in your head and try it before you buy it, because your goal that you've been waiting for all this time might not be your ultimate goal. You might change. You're allowed to change your ultimate goal. I changed locations, right, from Italy to Thailand. Goal is not simply eliminate the bad, which does nothing more than leave you with a vacuum, but to pursue and experience the best in the world. Right. So what I loved about Positive Action Plan was it filled your head with good shit every day. So should you not put negative shit in your head? Yeah, absolutely. But if you only don't put negative shit in your head, nothing's in your head. So you do the Positive Action Plan, and now you've got positive shit. Yeah. I don't know why I'm saying shit. Positive stuff in your head. Right? Instead, that's better. So it's good to eliminate the negative, but don't forget, accentuate the positive, right? I sang that song quite a bit last year, reading the Positive Action Plan, and that's what we did. So we're filling your head with good stuff, which is just as important as getting rid of the bad stuff. So, once again, my boy Timmy, coming through. He's the man. I like the way he thinks. It's different from most of us, including me. I didn't think at all that way when I read this book. It changed my thinking. It helped me get here, and hopefully it works the same for you. You'll get tips, tricks, nuggets, techniques out of this book that will help you get to where you want to get to. All right, guys, that's it. We'll talk to you later.